Good morning, family. Shabbat Shalom, family. This is another edition of Real Talk with Akmoshi. I just want to talk about the gas prices, man. I mean, gas prices going up. I don't know. I know we all in different states, but like around here, gas is about 3 something, almost close to $4. Man. Because I remember back in the day, even like in the early 2000s, it'll take about $20 back in the 90s. If your tank could get up to half, you put $10, man, that'll fill your whole tank up with $10 gas. $20 will fill the whole tank up back then. But now, if you let your gas meter go all the way to E, which I don't advise you to do it, usually I advise people, like when your gas meter get to half, that's when you fill it up. Don't let it get past half or close to E. But these days, if you let it get like close to E or past half, you damn near got to pay $30, $40, all depending what you're driving. Because if you're driving a truck or SUV, you're going to be coughing up a lot of money. I mean, the gas price is going up now. You can imagine if you're in a truck or SUV, especially a luxury SUV, man, you're going to probably be paying between 80 to 100 something, probably close to 150 to fill up a SUV or a truck, especially them big dually trucks like them diesel powered trucks. But yeah, man, the food going up too. I mean, you go to the grocery store, a pack of chicken probably going to run you, a couple of dollars, higher. Like for a simple meal, that will cost $20 to cook, like, baked chicken and some rice roni and a side of vegetables. That'll be about like a $20 meal right there. Or probably less than that, all depending where you go. That'll probably be a less, But a meal like that, a simple meal like that will cost you $40. And don't get no fresh seafood like some fresh fish, the lawful fish that we could eat. Because I ain't going to promote people to eat the unclean fish like the shellfish because, it goes against the Levitical law. We Israelites, But, yeah, man, I mean, the average grocery bill today is probably going to be between $250 to $300, if not more. And that's why I don't understand. You got people living off the system. They have pantries is stock full of food, but the hard-working people, they barely could get by. They barely have a refrigerator full of food. Because they got other bills. They got their utilities, they got their car notes. Rent. That's the bill that take the most. Rent. If you paying rent or mortgage, it don't matter if you're paying rent or mortgage. That's why I don't get too caught up on that rent versus mortgage because you're still paying for something, even if you're paying a mortgage. And if you look at the root word of mortgage, it's a death note, man. The word morgue. You paying a mortgage, man, it's a death note. You paying on something till you die. Because most people ain't gonna be able to pay off their mortgages. You got people paying on a mortgage for 30 years and they still didn't pay it off yet. And let's say if you pay off your mortgage, you still got to pay that property tax. If you don't pay that property tax, they could take your house from you. They could auction off your house. This is a wicked system, man. That's why I say I'm ready to go home, man. We should be striving to want to go back to our land, man. Because this system ain't for us. This system is wicked. It's all about the almighty dollar, man. Just look how they raising the prices of gas and food. They want to raise everything up but the paycheck. You got people most Americans living paycheck to paycheck. And they're not raising up the pay. Like in most states, minimum wage is about what? $15 in some states. If you making less than $15 an hour, you still struggling. Even if you got people making $40 an hour and still struggling. That's why I don't get why people get too caught up on that six figure talk. I make six figures, man. I make about $100K a year. Man, you still struggling. That don't mean nothing. Because look, the prices of things going up. That just means you're gonna have a hard time paying your bills. The more money you make, the bigger the bills you're gonna be. Buffoons. People need to wake up. They want to talk about, you just make minimum wage. I make $20 an hour. I make $30 an hour. That don't mean nothing because you're probably working more hours. You're making all that good money, but you have less hours to spend time with your family. You don't have no life because most of your hours is going to work. So don't get too caught up when people say, I make six figures and all that because things going up. And that's still, whether you make six figures, minimum wage or decent wage, the paycheck ain't going up. The pay not going up, so it don't matter. But yeah, Man, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, gas going up like that. It's already high in some states, like on the West Coast, and in some northern states, they probably paying like 5 something per gallon. You know, y'all can imagine if you see the gas price $7 per gallon. Shoo, that'll be all, man. People start riding bikes again, getting scooters, getting them electric bikes. They're going to start investing in them little electric bikes, because I see some people around here be riding them. It's like a bicycle, but it got like a little electric battery on it. You know, yeah. People going to start investing in that, scooters, you know, motorcycles and all that. Motorcycles are expensive, though, you know, especially Harley Davidson, man. You know, if you buy a brand new motorcycle, you're going to be paying about $20K to $40K for some of them bikes, man, because you're paying for the name. You know, but yeah, it's ridiculous, man, how gas going up, food going up, everything going up, but the pay. You know, and they're going to say, oh, it's due to the so-called C word, the C-19, or the so-called skirmish between Russia and Ukraine. No, y'all just want to raise the things up because y'all want people to be poor. Y'all want the super rich and y'all want the extremely poor. Y'all trying to outdo the middle class. That's the name of the game. Y'all just want 2 classes, the extremely poor and the super rich. And that's the truth. That's the y'all honest truth. But yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. Gas going up. People gonna start, you know, and when things go up and things get hard, people gonna turn to desperation, man. They gonna start robbing people for gas, siphoning gas. I hope none of that happen. I hope none of that happen. I don't want to see none of that happen. People gonna just start going crazy. They gonna go into a grocery store and run out there with a whole shopping cart full of food without paying. And if you're trying to stop them, they might pull that piece on you. They might try to pull that piece on you or that knife. Because when people get desperate, man, they turn into their primitive state. They go back into their primal mode, no matter what race they is. They go into their primitive state. You know, you see, that's the darker nature of humanity, man. That primitive state, that primal rage, that primal state, man. And when things hit the fan, a lot of humans, they gonna convert back to their primal state. You know, you see it on movies like The Road. That movie, The Road. Any type of post-apocalyptic movies like Mad Max, The Road Warriors, and all that. You know, The Walking Dead. You know, like the show The Walking Dead. I know it was about the zombies, but no, the real threat was the humans. You know, the zombies, you treated the zombies like wildlife, because you just could avoid them. But the real threat in shows like that is the humans. On a show like The Walking Dead, they are the real threat because they more intelligent, they unpredictable. But the walkers are the so-called zombies. You could easily avoid them. Just, you know, do all you could do to avoid them. Just don't get caught up. Don't let them hear you. But the humans are the real threat. But yeah, it's ridiculous, man. You know, and I know a lot of people gonna want to go on vacation this year. Later on, they're gonna have to pay a lot of money for gas. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. I just wanted to talk on this topic. This has been another edition of Real Talk with Moshe Ben Yehuda Yisrael, or simply Akben. I'll catch you on the next one, family. Shalom.